Hey, good morning everybody. Welcome back to N54 for life. Today I was just out taking some photos of my car and I thought it'd be a good time to give an overview of this build and what's going on with it. So just wanted to give you a quick walk around and show you what mods have gone on and what we're gonna do. So this is a 2010 135i. The car is jet black. At some point it originally came with the 261M wheels, but the first owner was kind enough to put these beautiful 313s on. I have the Apex Race 90mm stud conversion kit on. And as far as cosmetically, I've kept it relatively simple. In the back, I have the Blackline LCI taillights, which look amazing when they're on. I have a carbon fiber M4 style spoiler here. It's got a nice kick to it. And of course, a very modest carbon fiber diffuser. There's definitely more aggressive options out there, but I like this one. It's definitely very understated. Now, as far as exhaust, this car has a set of Active AutoWorks catless downpipes connected to Burke Technology resonated midpipes, and I have a PE modified muffler in the back. Overall, it sounds pretty tame. I think it has a nice growl to it. My car does have a bit of wastegate rattle right now, so it's not perfect. Also got some gloss black grills in the front here, and really that's about it as far as cosmetic modifications. It definitely needs a new front bumper. It's definitely showing some wear. And also these intake scoops came with the car. Not really a fan of them, but I left them there. Next, let's take a look under the hood. All right, and here's the hood of my car. I just did this Turner Motorsports aluminum coolant expansion tank here. It relocates it to the driver's side so you can see there's absolutely nothing here. I know it looks horrible right now. You can see my O2 sensors and my boost lines, and it's filthy. My car has no under tray, so it gets dirty very quick under here. One thing I like to do on my N54 cars that I don't see a lot of people do is paint these black. Just makes the engine bay look a little cleaner. I've got the BMS cowl filters going on there. The BMS dual cone intakes. I have a VRSF charge pipe with an HKS blow-off valve. And as far as other bolt-ons, I have a VRSF 7.5-inch intercooler. This is the biggest one you can buy, and it was definitely a pain to fit. And of course, always representing everything that I've run in. I've got a spec stage 3 plus clutch with a steel mass flywheel. The Burke is for the mid pipes. And I have PowerFlex transmission bushings, shifter bushings, and solid aluminum transmission bushings, which are from, transmission mounts, which are from Turner Motorsports as well. Definitely more of a race car feel with the solid transmission mounts there. So all of this was done in preparation for the single turbo kit. I know my intake filters are dirty, my intake manifold is disgusting, but eventually we're gonna have a nice big turbo sitting there. So that's the plan. Other than that, it's all stock. Index 12s, Bosch coil packs, the NGK 2-step Calder spark plugs. I mean, I really just love the way the car looks. It's such a timeless design, I feel. And sometimes simpler is better. A lot of the new BMWs are going through these very aggressive design phases with these crazy lines and funky looking bumpers. It's a simple little 2-door sports coupe. I love it. There's nothing you can hate about this. It's really classic. So I'll take you on the inside. And before we go inside, I just wanted to point out, I've got new side markers. A lot of times these are all yellowed out. They're like 10 bucks, guys. Change them out. Have your car looking new again. So now on the inside, she's a little older. I won't say she's perfect, but I've got the M Performance pedals here. This is an M Sport package, so I have the M door sills, the M steering wheel. This has the aluminum trim. You can see my iDrive here is cracked. I don't know how that happened, but I think it's a common problem on these cars. And I do have the dash bubble, which is common on 1 Series as well. I have the black headliner, although I did have to redo it. LED interior lighting. Let's see, we got the M Sport shift knob. I'm looking for an iDrive controller, by the way, that doesn't cost 300 bucks. And other than that, I have an armrest delete. This doesn't fit quite right. Gotta redo that. But it definitely makes for a lot better of a driving experience. So it has the M Sport seats, fully electronic. And I guess the last thing I'll do here is start her up so you can hear that exhaust setup I've got. I'm currently running MHD Stage 2 Plus with the E50 tune. So I have a Walboro 450 in-tank bucketless, and I'm running about 8 gallons of E85 right now. So the car runs really good, very happy with the performance, hasn't skipped a beat, even with all those miles on it. And here's the idle. Resonated mid pipes. So here she is, guys. As far as plans for this car, I'm seriously looking at the SpeedTech bottom mount turbo kit for the N54 motor. Really only looking to make about 600 horsepower, nothing more. This is a street car. This is my daily. I just like a little more power just for fun. I'm running the Michelin Pilot Super Sport 4S tires. Highly recommend them if you have a fast street car like this. We'll see how they do on the single turbo kit, but so far they've been very good to me on the E85 maps. Haven't had issues with traction too much. Obviously a launch is a different story though. Alright guys, I'm gonna head out of here. Thanks for tuning in, and stay in tune to see more.